Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to One Piece, episodes 778 and 779. So, last time we were ending off the Zou arc and kind of giving us a little break in between. So we saw everybody going their separate ways to do their separate things as we move on. And we saw as well that Vivi is back. Vivi, as well as Shirahoshi and their families and everyone, are headed to Marijois for this meeting of royalty. And I'm hoping we do get to see more of that. I want to see this meeting. I want to see who else is there, what other royal members that we've seen in the past and all. I was actually thinking about it in this past week about who else could show up, and you know where my mind went? My mind, for some strange reason, went to Wapol. If you know One Piece, if you've seen like all the stuff in the past, you know who Wapol is. Former king of the Drum Kingdom, who was the major antagonist during that arc of the series, which was pretty early on. Like, that was before Alabasta and all. Because it was when Chopper was introduced. You had Dr. Kureha, you had Dalton, and all these other characters. And Wapol was the guy who had this devil fruit power where he could literally eat anything. I think one of our first introductions to him was he ate part of the Going Merry. I don't know if he really has his royal status anymore, though. So I don't know if he would count, but that's, funny enough, where my mind went to. I mean, obviously we know a couple royal families who are heading there, but I'm trying to think of others who we've met. And I don't know, for some reason I'm kind of drawing a bit of a blank. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. We also had some flashbacks, quite a lot of them actually, to the Alabasta arc, kind of reminding us about Vivi and stuff. I mentioned it during the last reaction. I've always loved Vivi. She's always been just a huge favorite character for me with One Piece. Not my most favorite by any means, but no, I don't even know if I'd put her top 10. But I've always loved her as a character, and she's always been one of those who have just stuck with me for a long time. Like, even more than Nami's sister. And I liked her as a character, too. But she's one of those characters from a specific, well, actually a couple arcs, because she actually appeared before the Alabasta arc, back when she was pretending to be a member of Baroque Works. So technically she was in like 2 arcs, I think maybe 3. Yeah, because she first appeared when they were with Laboon. Then she appeared again in the one town I can't think of the name of right now. And then, of course, that all went into Alabasta. So, yeah, there were a couple arcs with her in it, technically. I'm interested to see where it goes, though. Yeah. And also, we saw on the ship with... on the Thousand Sunny, we saw that there's a stowaway going with our Sanji retrieval team. And it's Best Bunny. Yeah, we have Carrot going with them. And I did mention, like in my pre-thoughts in the last reaction, that I already did know about this. I already knew that Carrot was joining in the Whole Cake Island arc, and that she would be joining our heroes in retrieving Sanji. So that's not a surprise or anything to me. It's not anything new. It's not anything... It didn't really shock me. But the way it happened was hilarious. Because it's like everybody had left off and she wasn't with them. And I was wondering, like, okay, how is that going to be rectified? And then we see it. She's just already on the ship. She just comes out, says something, I think, agreeing with Luffy. And Luffy's like, yeah, she gets it. And then everyone just, like, does a double take, basically. And it's like, wait, why are you here? It was good, though. It's good. And I did mention also, I know who the next member of the Straw Hat crew is. I did mention I do know that as well. and I do like who the next member is, and I think it's a great choice. I've talked about how I do know a little bit about what's going on with this next arc. Um, I mentioned specifically it does reveal Sanji's full name, um, which is something that we've never actually had before. We have all the other characters. We have Roronoa Zoro. We have Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, well, maybe not all of them. We don't know Usopp's full name, do we? I mean, we have Nico Robin. We don't know Nami's either, do we? Because Nami and her sister were orphans who were taken in by Belmare. So I assume that she'd just have Belmare's last name, whichever part of that is her last name. Sometimes it's confusing in this series. Frankie, we don't know his full name. He just goes by Frankie. So, okay, there's a couple members we don't know the last name of, actually. Or the full name of, let's just put it that way. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Let's just say of the big three. Of the big three, he's the only one we didn't know the full name of. Because the other big three, Zoro and Luffy. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I never really gave it a lot of thought before. Oh well, not a big deal. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I don't know all the details. I know little bits and pieces. Again, I know like certain details, but I don't know everything about them. I don't know all the specifics surrounding them or how it gets to that point or whatnot. So we're gonna find out. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I hope we do see more of the other teams doing their thing as well. I hope it's not just all Luffy's team. Because, as I mentioned last time as well, they did that in Dressrosa. If you remember with the Dressrosa arc, which lasted a freaking long time. Like, that was so freaking long. I think it was like almost 2 years, or maybe even over 2 years. It was a really, really long arc. Which, I mean, it was great. It's my favorite arc. But it was just really freaking long. And a good amount of that time, we didn't know where a few of the characters were. I think it was Nami, Brooke, I think Momo was with them. But it's like that group were on the ship, and I think they kind of ran into Big Mom's ship or something. And we just kind of lost track of them for a long, long, long time. And then they kind of came back at the end, though. We also have a little thing we haven't really touched on in a while, I think, that started in Dressrosa that I just thought about, and that's CP0. CP0 is sort of like CP9. It's a secret government organization. CP9 was introduced in the Water 7 and Enies Lobby arcs. They had a big history with Robin. And CP0 was introduced in Dressrosa. They came in, I believe, right near the end. And then they appeared again in Film Gold, or at least one of their members did, Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci was one of CP9's members as well, and to this day has one of the greatest fights in anime history under his belt when he fought against Luffy. Like, seriously, even people who aren't huge fans of the series acknowledge that Luffy versus Rob Lucci was a phenomenal fight. Both in terms of animation and just in terms of how it was handled. Either way, though, I'm wondering if that's going to be touched on again soon. I really hope so, because we are going into this... I guess we're going to go into a fight with Big Mom, and that's a big deal. Like, she's one of the big ones out there, so... This is going to be huge. So I'm thinking CP0 could make an appearance, but maybe not. I guess we'll see. I also don't know how long the whole Cake Island arc is offhand. So there's that as well. I guess we'll find out. I'm excited to get into this, though, and I probably should get this started because we have 2 episodes today, and it's already 4:20, so yeah, blaze it and let's get going. I hate that I made that reference, but I had to. So, yeah. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we will begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, once again, we have a couple episodes here that are kind of just, I don't want to say wasting time, but kind of filling time. Filler episodes, basically. But I don't know if they're actually filler or if they are actually part of the story going on. We have more stuff going on with introducing more backstory stuff about the different royalty headed for the Reverie. We have the recently renamed Sakura Kingdom, which is now run by Dalton as the new king. And Wapol, meanwhile, is representing his new kingdom alongside his wife. Because Wapol has a wife. Alright. And apparently he got to his status, he regained his status through becoming a toy salesman. Sure. We also get to see Rebecca, who's going to join the royal family of Dressrosa at the Reverie, which makes sense. She's technically part of the royal family. Her mother was a princess. So, yeah, she has every right to be here. I love how the king was just peeking in on everything. That's hilarious. But we also get to see a bit of Kaido in these episodes. So Kaido has apparently captured Eustace Kid, and he's drinking away his issues with what happened with Joker, or Doflamingo. And he clearly wants revenge on Luffy and Law, so that's going to be coming into play. I do know that he is going to be a major villain coming up. That we're kind of in this this saga of Yonko fights and stuff. We start with Big Mom, then we're going to go into Kaido. I do know that for a fact. And so I guess we'll go from there afterwards. I don't know exactly how it all runs down, though. But, so we see a bit of Kaido and everything, and we also have a bit on the ship. So, Carrot's being shown around the ship while Luffy tries to cook because they need food. They should not have let Luffy cook. Honestly, Nami probably would have been the most reliable with it, although she was charging them, which was, I mean, it's Nami. Probably Chopper would be second, because I could see him understanding, at least to a small degree, how to cook based on the fact of, you know, he is a doctor, he knows how to mix things together, knows, like, I feel he could figure it out a lot easier than other members. Brook, I don't see it. I don't see Brook. I don't see Peckham's or Carrot or Pedro being able to really take care of it. So yeah, it would probably have to be Nami or Chopper. But Luffy did it and ended up using all of their food stores. They had enough food for a week, but Luffy used it all. So that's bad. Either they're going to have to find an island to stop at to refuel, get everything they need, or they're just going to have to get that like right away when they get to Whole Cake Island or something. I don't know. And obviously my joke about eating Chopper was silly. It wasn't meant to be taken serious. But yeah, I really enjoyed these episodes. Not much happened, but I did really enjoy them. I mean, Carrot's still fucking adorable. The way she noms on people to show her affection is cute as hell. And just... she's just a really fun character. I really enjoy her. And we did get to see that, yeah, she is strong. We did get to see that. We already kind of knew that. But we got to see that in how she reacted towards Luffy eating her carrot. Although apparently giving her head pats calms her down, which is also freaking adorable. It's almost like a its own kind of I wouldn't say fetish. It doesn't go that far, but there are people online, fans of anime and whatnot, who really get into the head pat thing. It's kind of like something that really they're just really into. And I would admit, I like head pats. I think it's adorable. I think it's fun. I think it's just a really nice show of affection. And in real life too, like I've seen people legitimately in real life, not even just anime fans, but give each other head pats. And I just think it's really nice. I think it's really cute. So it's like, I like how that calmed her down and everything. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes next. I'm excited to see what we do with it. We are just kind of, again, filling up some time right now as we lead into the Whole Cake Island arc. Hopefully we'll get to it next week. We'll start really getting into all of that. But if not, hopefully the week after. We should be getting into it soon. I don't think there is that many episodes between Zoe and Whole Cake. But we'll see. We'll see. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of these episodes of One Piece, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,